asked all the time, where should I live? Or tell me about this neighborhood. So that is exactly what today's video is going to be about. I'm going to break down all the different areas of Billings and explain them a little bit to you so that you can make a better informed decision about where you are going to move in Billings, Montana. So let's start at the heart of Billings, downtown. So downtown is really awesome. There's a lot of great history there. Lots of old historical buildings. Downtown is home to some really great local restaurants. And if you're thinking about moving to the downtown area, there are like different sections of downtown. So there's like the north side area of downtown, which is like older cottage bungalow houses, and they are near Dealer Park. Dealer Park is the like minor league baseball park. It's home to the Billings Mustangs. So you have like the north side area, and then on like the west side of 27th Street. So 27th Street is like one of the main downtown corridors. There is Montana State University Billings, and there are homes all around there. It's also the area where Billings Clinic and St. Vincent's hospitals are. So there are homes just to the west of the hospitals and the university, and those are like historical charmers. There's a neighborhood called the Tree Streets. The Tree Streets is very sought after, super cute, well preserved. Historical homes. I'm talking coved ceilings and that thick baseboard and wood flooring, just really, really super cute homes. Like between Grand Avenue all the way south to Montana Avenue, and it's the streets like Alderson, Burlington, Lewis, Yellowstone, Wyoming. Those are also some really great historical homes, single level, maybe with a basement or 2-story. There's also some huge historic mansions around that area, like Clark Avenue is known for its historical homes, and during the Halloween season, they go all out and decorate for Halloween. We weren't able to do it last year because of you know what, but I'm really hoping that this year Halloween is going to be back open in the downtown area. It is so awesome. Also in the downtown area, there are apartments like either above shopping spaces or restaurants. There's also some like converted older buildings that are now apartments. So there's all kinds of different living areas in and around downtown. Really close to downtown is the south side. So the south side is like just south of the railroad tracks, and I have a really special place in my heart for the south side. My boyfriend is the principal at one of their elementary schools. So the south side is like, so with real estate, you look up the legal description. So the legal description literally says original town site. And boy, is that true. There are like original homes, like even smaller than the other downtown area I was talking about, like bungalow, cottage houses, but like smaller ones. I've seen a lot of like 800, 900 square foot homes in the south side. So it's also referred to as the triangle. So if you look at the map, it is like a true triangle. I'm going to say like for any neighborhood, there's going to be people that take care of their homes and people that don't. You're going to see that anywhere, truly. But in the south side, you're going to see a lot of homes that will not qualify for VA or FHA loan. And if you watch my other videos, you will know what I mean about qualifying for VA or FHA. So peeling paint, broken windows. There is some of that in the south side area. So if you are doing a VA or FHA loan, please ask your agent if a home in that area will qualify. But I love all the history of the south side. It's so amazing. There's a brand new rail line coffee shop that opened up in the south side, super good. And it's also really quick access to Sam's Club, the Cabela's store, and it's really close to King Avenue, so you can get right over to the west end. The south side is home to skate park, an awesome really cheap restaurant called King's Hat. It's a drive-through, and then you can pull over and eat in your car. There's a little picnic table. There's also this really great brand new park that the city put a lot of money into called Optimus Park. We love to go there and play as a family. Absolutely love it. South Billings. South Billings is a little different from the south side. So South Billings is, you get there from the south side, you literally take South Billings Boulevard and it goes into the area of like Blue Creek. So there's a Briarwood neighborhood there on a golf course, and there's, you know, older homes back in there. It's like a total mixture. I've seen like brand new homes and older homes like built into the hillside. One thing to keep in mind about South Billings is that in some areas, homes aren't going to have a well or be on public services. In some areas, there are cisterns. So cisterns, you know, you have to get water hauled. Just keep that in mind. Also in South Billings is a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood that overlooks the city. Over on Hillcrest Road and South Ridge Road, just beautiful, beautiful homes, custom homes that overlook the downtown area and the West End area. Absolutely beautiful. But like I mentioned, a lot of those houses are on cisterns. So just keep that in mind when you're house hunting, if that's a deal breaker for you. In the South Billings area is where you will find Riverfront Park, and Norm's Island is a great location just to walk, enjoy nature. If you have pets, it's a great place to take your pets on a walk. All right, let's hop over to the West End. So West End Billings is, like, I would say probably the most sought after area by buyers in Billings. So the West End is a pretty broad area. I would say there's like West End where the shopping is, and then there's far West End where there's a lot of new development going on. So in the West End, you'll see homes from 1950 to 1990 to 2000s. I mean, it is a true mixture of different styles of homes. You'll have ranch single levels with no basement, ranch levels with a basement. You'll see two-story homes, split level homes. There are all kinds of homes scattered throughout the West End. And even I've seen tri-level and four-level homes. So there really is. It's just kind of a mixture. One thing I've noticed about Billings, if you're not from the area, is that it doesn't develop like instantly. Like neighborhoods don't develop instantly. Sometimes it takes 10, 15 years to build in one neighborhood. I know of some homes near my home here where there's still vacant lots, but the neighboring homes have been there since the 80s. So it's very different from like Ryan homes or K. Hovnanian homes, like back east, if you are moving from the East Coast, or if you're moving from an area where a neighborhood just goes up out of nowhere. The development is very different here. Sometimes it can take a few years. And I would say that is across all of Billings. So the West End, I will say if you like the kind of planned development, I think a neighborhood that would be great for you is Josephine Crossing and the sister community Annafeld. They are both built by McCall Homes, and these neighborhoods, both of them, are planned. So they have already set floor plans, and they're beautiful homes. They're very like craftsman style, super cute, super pretty, and a total like variety of homes. So there's townhouses, there are narrow single family homes. So if you're looking for more of the townhouse style, but you want single family, you can find that in these neighborhoods. And I've also seen huge homes in both Josephine Crossing and Annafeld. What sets those neighborhoods apart from a lot of different neighborhoods in Billings is the common area green space. So there's amphitheater in Josephine Crossing, there's basketball courts and little play areas. There's even like a sandbox for the kids. I've heard great things about both neighborhoods. I have friends and colleagues that live in both neighborhoods neighborhoods, Annafeld and Josephine Crossing, and love it. What's super cool about Josephine Crossing is during Christmas, they decorate with like the Grinch, and it's super fun with all the lights and the Grinch decorations. It's really fun to drive around and look at Christmas lights in Josephine Crossing. So if the planned development is your style, definitely check out those two neighborhoods. They are located in the West End. The West End is home to a lot of shopping and restaurants. So your chain restaurants like Applebee's and Red Lobster, Olive Garden, Texas Roadhouse. You'll see all of those on the West End. You'll also see Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, shopping galore. I'm trying to think of all the stores. World Market, Bed Bath & Beyond, Kohl's, Scheels. Scheels is a great store. It's very similar to Cabela's. It's just a little bit bigger, and they have a lot of stuff. So sporting goods, hunting goods, fishing, camping, all that kind of stuff you can find at Scheels. So there's a lot of great amenities and shopping available on the West End. And I would say if you're looking for brand new homes or newer homes that don't need work, you can definitely look at the far West End. So on the map, if you're checking out 40th Street, that is where Scheels is. This is Shiloh Road, and you'll see a bunch of roundabouts on the map. That is where there's a lot of newer development, and even west of Shiloh Road is a ton of new development going on in a variety of price range. I've seen homes as low as $300,000 all the way up to $800,000 and even more, depending on where. So lots of new stuff going on the far West End of Billings. The area of Billings from like downtown to the West End, a lot of realtors call this a different area of Billings, but for me, I just kind of call it like Midtown. Midtown to me is like the area heading towards the West End, around Grand Avenue area. You'll see a lot of mid-century homes, 1960s homes, really great established neighborhoods. There's lots of parks. There is a newer development going on off of Grand Avenue. It's been there for a few years now, but the Avenue C apartments, and there's some shopping there. Ganann's Flowers. There's great food. The Ohana Poke restaurant, Apricot Lane shopping is over there. There's a tanning salon, a Red Robin restaurant. So that's kind of like a newer Midtown development. But yeah, lots of great neighborhoods through the Midtown area. And if you go a little bit north of that, looking at Rimrock Road, so we're getting closer to the rims, you're going to see a lot of cool, unique homes in this area. So if you're driving Rimrock Road and Poly Road from 27th Street all the way down to the west end of Billings, if you're looking at the map like Zimmerman or Reberg Lane, you're going to see all kinds of houses, very architecturally cool houses, unique homes. It's almost like not one home is the same. Amazing, the homes that have been built right up underneath the rims. There's some new construction, modern, contemporary. I've seen homes anywhere from the 200s all the way up into the millions from Rimrock to Poly. It truly depends on, has it just been sitting there with no remodels, or has it been updated, or is there a brand new contemporary home? So there really is an array of homes in that area, but very unique, beautiful area. Something to keep in mind when you're looking for a home around Rimrock Road. That area is known for shifting soil and settlement. So you always want to make sure that either the seller has done like a structural report, had a structural engineer come in and take a look, or that you do that during your inspection time frame so that you can make sure that the home is structurally sound. So heading west from Rimrock Road, we're going to go northwest. You're going to see the neighborhoods like Ironwood and the Copper Ridge subdivision. Those are two newer subdivisions in the last, I'm trying to think, like decade or two. Copper Ridge is home to a lot of different styles. I have seen duplexes, townhomes, single family homes. There's really great newer starter homes in the Copper Ridge subdivision, but there's also really beautiful bigger homes as well. So there really is a bunch of different types of homes going on in Copper Ridge. Great neighborhood tucked right up underneath those rims, really pretty. Now on the other side of the road, Ironwood is an absolutely beautiful neighborhood. And if you've heard anything about the Billings mansion, it's the very back of Ironwood. It's this I swear it's 13,000 square feet or something like that. It might be bigger, honestly. I don't even know. And it's literally built into the rims. It's so beautiful. Ironwood's pretty. There's lots of different homes there too. Newer construction for the most part, since the 2000s basically, and even still building today. There's still development going on in Ironwood today. There might even be a few lots left available if you're looking to build. I would say if you're looking in the price range of $600,000 to $1 million, Ironwood might be the right neighborhood for you. So I've talked about the rims a little bit already. So the rims is the north part of Billings, and if you're standing on top of them, there's literally parking spots. You can look over and see the entire city. It's so beautiful. The airport sits right on top of the rims. But guess what? There is an entire different area of Billings back behind and north of the rims. It's called the Heights. So the Heights is split up into two different areas. You have the east side of the Heights, which is commonly called the Bench side because there's a road called Bench Boulevard that drives right through it. And then the west side of the Heights. The west side of the Heights has a few main roads. I would say Alkali Creek Road is one and Lake Elmo is one. But you have Main Street that goes straight up through the middle of the Heights. The Heights has some of its own shopping. You have a Walmart, you have a Target, you have restaurants, Ace Hardware, pretty much everything you need is going to be in the Heights. So you could move there and never see the West End if you didn't want to. So the Heights is a perfect example of homes being built over the years. You could have a brand new home next to a home that was built in 1970. The development is not necessarily overnight, like I mentioned before. You will see some older homes on the east side of the Heights. So I've seen cottage style, almost old farm homes on the east side of the Heights. There is some newer development over there as well. There are some manufactured home communities on the east side of the Heights and even on the west side of the Heights as well. The Heights is, I would say, price range anywhere from, I've seen $150,000 all the way up to, in certain areas, $1 million. Truly, it really depends. There's Lake Elmo. So if the house sits near or on Lake Elmo, beautiful views, beautiful area. Lake Elmo is a recreational summer location. It is so much fun. And really, the home prices are just kind of all over the map. So it really depends on the type of neighborhood you're looking. Near Lake Elmo is Lake Hills Golf Course. So you're going to have some newer, bigger homes over there as well. And there are plenty of neighborhoods where there's starter homes. Over by Skyview High School, there's a lot of newer development going on. I would say starting since about the early 2000s all the way to today, they're still building and developing areas up behind Skyview High School. Really great, affordable homes in the area. So here's my recommendation when it comes to moving to Billings or looking in Billings. Because of the way Billings has developed over the years, and it's not 1,000 homes go up in a month time span, which is very common in other parts of the country. You just have to visit here and drive around. I really think to get an idea of where you want to live in Billings, you have to just check out the different neighborhoods, because in 1 second you could be in a mid-century neighborhood and then 2 blocks down the road, you're in 1990s houses. It's just how this city has developed over the years. So the very last neighborhood we'll talk about is Lockwood. So Lockwood is just east of Billings a little bit. It's still considered Billings. This area, you're just going to get more bang for your buck. You could see the same kind of house on the west end of Billings that's in Lockwood, and it would be a lot cheaper in Lockwood. So if you are looking for more bang for your buck, Lockwood is it. Again, a lot of different kind of homes here. I've seen ranch homes, split level homes. There's some brand new construction going on in Lockwood. Lockwood, though, is small. There is like an IGA grocery store and a couple little shops and stuff, gas stations, banks. I think there's Burger King, McDonald's, but it doesn't have as much amenities as available as, say, the Heights or the West End. But Lockwood is a fantastic community. They do have a brand new high school. They do have their own schools that is separate from the Billings Public School District. Another area of Lockwood is the Emerald Hills. So Emerald Hills is fantastic. I have helped people buy and sell homes in Emerald Hills. Beautiful, beautiful area. A lot of places in the Emerald Hills have views galore, like out to Shepherd area, which I will talk about in another video. Lots of pine trees and beautiful landscape and wildlife in the Emerald Hills. And again, with Emerald Hills, you could see an affordable starter home, even up to a beautiful luxury home in Emerald Hills. So it really is all over the map. Again, I go back to my recommendation of driving around and just checking out what neighborhood is going to work for you. If you found anything I said today interesting, or you want to know more about these Billings neighborhoods, I would say that you hit subscribe and stay tuned for my upcoming series called Ride With Me. We are going to be hopping in my car and I'm actually going to drive around and show you these neighborhoods that I just talked about. So subscribe, stay tuned, and until next time, bye.